My oceanography project is looking at sargassum and the relationship between the organisms that live on the sargassum, the nutrients found around sargassum, and the ocean environment that surrounds it.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! Yay!
Sargassum is a marine weed, and the kinds that we are looking at, flutans and natans, are only found in the open water, and they're just like in these like vast mats in some places, and they never spend any time on land, so they just reproduce in the open ocean, and then they're home to all these different organisms that are specific to sargassum.
All right, now we just got to get our control sample.
Fish larva.
The organisms we're finding are lots and lots of shrimp and sargassum fish, sargassum crabs, and we just found a marine spider yesterday, which are really rare, and we think the species is specific to sargassum, which is really cool.
We are studying the effects of ocean acidification on pteropods. We are looking at the pH of water samples taken at the same time as we collect these pteropods, and we're looking at the pteropods' species, distribution, quantity, and shell integrity. Well, the pteropod is this small little, they call them butterflies of the sea, and they're these little shelled creatures that process CO2 in the water. So they're really good for, you know, taking in all of the carbon that we put in the water and helping to do something with it. But the theory is kind of that they're getting overloaded by too much carbon in the water, and that we might see this having an impact on how their shells are formed. So this is a really good one to see the way the shell deteriorates.
So here's our DipNet data sheet. We've got clumps A and B, and yeah, what we need to do is just start analyzing what we've got here.
I'm an English major, and I'm really not a science person, but I'm really enjoying being on the ship and doing field work for the first time, which is just so fascinating, and really learning how the process works, which is something that I think that even a lot of science undergrads majors don't get to experience, so I feel very lucky. I wasn't so much nervous about the lab work as the field work aspect of it, and also it was a little intimidating in the beginning to come up with our own science project, but being here and the support has been really phenomenal.
I would definitely recommend this program for somebody more interested in science, like I am too. And they told me this is humanities-based, but I've been perfectly happy as somebody who's interested in science. It is pretty lab-intensive. Everybody is in the lab, you know, about once a day or so for several hours, just processing scientific deployments and counting zooplankton.
On. CCTV's on!
Oceanography is just such a vast and fascinating subject that I'm so excited to be able to experience this.